Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I am planning the week of October 24th through the 30th in my Erin Condren Neutral Vertical Life Planner, and this week I am using a franken-kit. So I have some, as you can see here, the washi from Scribble Prints Co as well as Glam Planner, some foil from Scribble Prints Co and Plannahannah, and then full boxes and functional items from, actually it may all be from Glam Planner. Yeah, so all the full boxes are Glam Planner. Functional items are both Glam Planner, Pixie Co, and Scribble Prints Co. Or maybe, oh yeah, a little bit of Scribble Prints Co as well. But the majority of them from Pixie Co. So, and this week I'm going to call the spread Haunted Hayride, just mainly to go off of the one sheet that I had from a mini kit from Glam Planner. It was from a Haunted Hayride themed kit, and I only had those 4 full boxes from it, and I decided to kind of stick with the theme. So the stickers that I pulled in are the foil that I used was that pumpkin color, that orangey color from Plannahannah, as well as gold from Scribble Prints Co. And then I pulled in a lot of oranges, browns, some cooler grays to kind of help pull in the bottom washi. And also it kind of works with like the stones and stuff from the full boxes. And then a few greens as well. And I kind of just, again, functional items, I tried to stay with the few sheets that I had because I wanted to kind of use a cohesive color look. You know, like if I use multiple stickers of the same exact shade, it looks a little bit more cohesive than just random shades of the color. And then for the glitter headers, I honestly just used whatever I could find. So because typically glitter headers, I usually only have 1, maybe 2 of the same color left over. It's usually just one-offs on random sheets basically. So I just pulled in whatever I could find, and I think it works pretty well. And if you saw my previous plan with me, you'll know that I messed up a little bit. So basically when I was laying down the base of the spread, like basically what you're seeing right now, I meant to do it 2 weeks prior, so the week of October 10th, and I just completely turned to the wrong page in my planner and put it all down, and by the time I realized that it was the wrong week, I had the entire base laid down and I couldn't pull everything up, or at least I didn't want to pull everything up. So I left it as is, but long story short, even though I mainly explained the story already, this week was supposed to be the week of October 10th, and the week of October 10th was supposed to be on this week. But it is what it is. It still turned out great. I just had as I explained in the other video, I just had to move some things around. So I'm still happy with the way it turned out. Technically, this was my Halloween spread this year then, just because of the week it ended up being on. And I think it works. I mean, it's a little bit more spooky than Halloween, like spooky fall than Halloween, but I think it still works. So yeah, with that, I will go ahead and get into it since I typically get a little bit behind. So on Monday, at this point, I am still in Chicago. So last week, you would have seen that I flew to Chicago for my best friend's wedding. I was the maid of honor in her wedding. And this week we're still in Chicago. So Colton and I decided to extend our trip a little bit so that we can visit some venues. So if you're not familiar, we are engaged. And at this point we had it narrowed down to a few venues, 6 specifically actually. And we weren't sure where we wanted to have it. We didn't know where our venue was, so we decided to take all of our tours this week. Specifically Monday and Tuesday, we had 3 tours each day to get through, so that hopefully one of them we would like enough to find our venue. And luckily one of the 6 that we went to is our venue, so I'm really happy about that. So Monday, I did my normal morning, which is basically just YouTube and catching up on stuff and whatnot. And then we left for some venue visits. So this day, we did 3. We did the Morton Arboretum, the Wilder Mansion, as well as the lodge at some park, Catherine something park. And it was a very long day. Both my mom and my dad came with us. And these locations were a little bit farther out than farther than where we live. Like I think we drove like 45 minutes or something to get to some of these places. So that was that. And that basically took up the entire day. And then when we got back, Colton and I decided to have a date night. So we went to the Melting Pot, which is a fondue restaurant, for like a date night, which was really fun. On Tuesday, we went to 3 other locations. I am blanking on the name. It was like a golf course and then 2 like standalone venues, like over by Fox River in St. Charles. And we went to 3 more, liked those as well. Oh, it was 2 golf courses and a venue. Went to Flagship, which is a restaurant in St. Charles, for lunch, and then we got home and had a game night. This morning, I dropped Colton off at the airport, even though I didn't mark it, caught up on some YouTube, did some work, had a meeting with my advisor since it was back to work on that day, hung out with my best friend's mom, watched Lego Masters with my parents, because that's a TV show that Colton and I watch together, and my parents also watch it, but since they live in a different state, we kind of talk about it after the fact. We don't often have a lot of opportunities to actually watch it together. And then again, we had game night again. If you're not familiar, my family is pretty big on game night. And then Thursday is when I flew to Miami for a presentation that I had to give for my department. So I just marked that, had some Cuban food for lunch, obviously, because it's Miami. Took a nap because I was pretty exhausted at this point. Went to a Thai restaurant for dinner, did some more work, mainly preparing my presentation, and then just watched some YouTube to chill in the evening. On Friday, I went to school, worked on my presentation, had my presentation, which went pretty well. Caught up on the Amazing Race, and then there was a Halloween party. It just happened to be that my presentation was the same week as a Halloween party at school, so that was really fun. I got to go to that, and my friends and I had a group costume. One was a shark, one was a swimmer, and I was the lifeguard. So it was like a coordinated outfit, which was really fun. And then it was a super short trip because on Saturday I flew back home, did some reading, had Wendy's for dinner since I landed pretty late. And then my mother-in-law and I watched Ugly Betty. And then on Sunday, it was a pretty normal Sunday, talked to my parents, did some filming, budgeting, had mass actually, or went to mass, and then had dinner with some friends. So here is the final spread. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.